will say.
Stephen A.
But I know this much. I know how to ask the questions that Americans want to know. Kamala Harris, there are certain things that we have to ask you a question about.
What's that?
There's simply no way of getting around certain things. Weren't you against fracking? Is that true? And now you're for it? Just asking. These are important questions to think about. You're going to intensify and elevate the importance of securing our borders. Were you always that way?
Oh.
These are legitimate questions.
They are. They are.
You no longer support a national ban on fracking. Also, you no longer support the elimination of private health insurance. Is it true that one time you supported those things?
Audio Jungle.
When did your mind change? How long ago was that? When were you going to tell the American people? Why'd you keep it from everybody? And yes, it is a legitimate question. How much did you know?
About Joe Biden.
About Joe Biden and the slippage, the cognitive decline that so many people have alluded to on both sides of the aisle now. Did you ever?
I don't even like when Stephen A. be talking about politics, boy. He cooking right now. Cooking. Let me get to some more of this, and I got to react to this.
Ever feel compelled to tell anybody? I know you didn't want to come out and dime him out publicly, but privately, were you working behind the scenes? Did you tell folks about this? Did you talk to Joe Biden himself about that? These are legitimate questions.
Yes, they
for
are.
a presidential candidate. And the reason why I think it's important, ladies and gentlemen, to bring this issue up. I support Kamala Harris over Donald Trump.
Why?
But fair is fair. Why is it more important?
Athletes everywhere, including myself, swear by this.
They did that while he was cooking. Let me go ahead and get to the rest of this, man. Stephen A. was doing his thing. I'm going to have to edit this.
I could bring up Hillary Rodham Clinton in 2016. And I understand that James Comey came about and basically got in the way of everything with the whole deleted email scandal just a couple of weeks before Election Day. But isn't it true that you thought you had the election in the bag and didn't necessarily campaign in places like Michigan and Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, swing states like that, prior to the election, while Donald Trump did campaign in those elections in 2016? Is it not true that just in this cycle, that there wasn't really a primary for the Democrats? Because the way was paved for President Joe Biden. This is not about Kamala Harris. This is about the Democratic Party. How dare you? How dare you? If the man is ready and qualified to run for the presidency of the United States of America, why are you getting in the way of competition? Let the American people decide. I don't give a damn if it's Dean Phillips or somebody else. Let us decide.
Can I get a little bit of this? Can I just get a little bit?
Cook.
Let me get a little bit.
Let him cook now.
You're taking all of it.
Let him cook. I said let him cook.
I want a little bit of this cook session.
Audio Jungle.
I want just a little bit of this cook session, Stephen A. Where do you stand on your policies, Kamala Harris? Where do you stand? The things that you said that you were for, now you're against it. What has changed? Right? He just said, "Oh, you were against fracking," right? Whatever, right? What happened to that? Why are you flip-flopping? Is it because that you have a new campaign manager that's from the Obama team that's telling you that you need to change your policies in order to even try to have a chance to win the election? Is it all for the election? Or do you really believe these things? Because I don't believe you, Kamala Harris. And you know what? The American people are starting not to believe you either. 3 weeks it took. 3 weeks it took for y'all to start asking real questions like, wait a minute, something ain't adding up here. Something ain't adding up with Kamala. And this is a person that is voting for you, but they also are a journalist, which is the only reason why I think Stephen A. is even asking this question. But he's saying, here are some tough questions that you should be answering. The pressure is on. The pressure is so on right now with Kamala Harris's team. Y'all not about to tout and do pep rallies like he said earlier in this segment all the way through to November. You will not allow Donald Trump to do that. And we will not allow you to do that. Or we're going to call it out. You have to eventually come to the forefront, which is a debate, which you've only agreed to one, and there's 3 out there. You got to get in front of the camera. I am very surprised that Stephen A. Smith even said this on his channel. I even have to give him just a little bit of
Sensational.
a little bit of respect. A little bit. You know what? No. I got to give Stephen A. lot of respect. Let me be real here. And the reason why I got to give him a lot of respect is because he can be unbiased, at least. He can show a little bit of, I'm not being biased towards one party. I'm going to shoot it straight down the middle, and right is right and wrong is wrong. And see, that's the problem that I've been having when I have conversation with Democrats, is that they don't know how to be unbiased. They're just so far on the Democratic side. Trump's so bad, and nothing that he does is good. And everything that their party does is great, and it's not. He's asking questions about, did you know about Joe Biden's plan and his cognitive decline? Were you complicit? We all know the answer to that question. It's yes. But she's so politically correct, she can't answer real questions and give you real answers. But see, when she starts talking, the truth will come out. Stephen A. Smith cooked, bro. He cooked on this. He told you, these are the questions that the American people want to know. And you guys will stop dismissing the American people as if you don't need our vote and just try to look past us because you guys have a plan. Shout out to Stephen A. once again.
Audio Jungle.
I could be unbiased. I'm unbiased about Donald Trump, right? I like a lot of things that he does and he puts in policy in black and white. I love a lot of those things. But if you tell me like, man, but Donald Trump, man, he says dumb stuff. I'm going to say, yeah, he does say some dumb stuff sometime. Like he has said this and that, blah, 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 blah. But no one's going to say anything right 100% of the time. What I do care about is what they do. That's all I care about, right? I do not care about the fact that he wore a blue tie and his blue tie was sloppy and he had, stains on his shirt. What I care about, though, is the fact that he came out and talked to the American people and answered tough questions. That's what I care about. How does Tim Walz answer tough questions? I think they both are complicit in this whole entire basement campaign. They're going to try to run it. They're running the same campaign they ran in 2020. But the problem is, this is not the plandemic, right? This is not the plandemic when Joe Biden was running and you could hide him around and tout him around and all those things, right? And there wasn't an audience and all that stuff. This is not that. We are far removed from it, and now we can see with our own eyes what is going on. And what we see, what the American people see, is that Kamala Harris is not answering any questions. She's avoiding the media at all costs. She's not wanting to sit down because she doesn't think that you deserve that. She just wants your vote. Look at her page. I put her page on my channel 2 times, and they have been about 2 weeks apart from each other. And the only thing that's on her page is a donate button.
Sensational.
They added Tim Walz to the website and they say meet Tim Walz, but they never changed anything else on their website that says here are our policies and what we represent. You know what they did? They added another donate button at the very top. You want to give out $1, $5, $25, $100, other? That's all they've done. Because they don't care about answering your questions, American people. They just want your money so they can go ahead and feed their hands in that party, right? At the end of the day, it's always about money when it comes to politics on both sides. They just want to get that money and they want to get your vote and they want to get back in office and continue keep doing this corruption that they've been doing. That's all they want to do. That's what the Democratic Party's showing you. And they're blatant with it. They're not even going to even give you a snack before they smack you in the face. They're just going to smack you in the face and hopefully you still vote for them. I'm gonna let Stephen A. cook up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
Let him cook.
I'm gonna let him cook a little bit more.
Let him cook now.
And I'm gonna end the video.
Let him
all right?
cook. I said let him cook.
We're the voters.
Audio Jungle.
Let us decide. That's all I'm saying. I'm talking to the Democrats and the Republicans. You see, when you want to sit up there and you want to crucify Donald Trump, I'm down for that. I don't like a lot of stuff about Donald Trump. I can't deny, however, the man does a whole bunch of interviews. Get ready to get in.
See, I love the unbiasedness. Let's go.
By Elon Musk. Showed up to the National Association of Black Journalists. Knew that wasn't going to be a pleasant experience. You saw him. You didn't even say hello. How are you? We saw that. But he was there. I saw.
I gotta end this video off, man. I gotta. This deserves another part of the video. Shout out to Stephen A. for actually being unbiased and giving out some real media content. I'm gonna get out of here. Like I say, after every video, this is chess, not checkers. I'm gonna see y'all at work.
It's gonna be a cold summer.